It's good. Yeah. Anyway,
That's awesome.
speaking of brawlers,
let's jump into the juice.
Yeah,
I've got a really fun review that I'm actually like,
oh doggy,
pretty excited to get into. So let me switch over to that screen and we'll get started. Schladink. Okay.
Oh, I should have. Oh, I'm an idiot.
Oh,
I should have grabbed my Casey Jones mask for this.
Oh, that would have been cool. So the game I'm reviewing right now is a fan-made game called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Rescue Palooza. And this game is incredible. Like, it is probably, definitely the best fan-made game I've ever played in my entire life. Like, yeah, I can't think of a game that was made by fans, like a homebrew game that's better than this. It's incredible.
Right. Looks so fucking good.
Whoops, did not mean to scroll down there. There we go. Anyway, so what this game is it's a side-scrolling brawler, like classic Super Nintendo era brawler, and 16-bit. You can play local co-op up to 4 players, which is really awesome, especially because here's what makes this game incredibly unique. Every character from like every Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game or like the classic TV show is unlockable and playable in this game. Every single one.
Like every one.
Every single one. And they all have like unique move sets and everything. Some more simplified than others. What's that?
They all play completely differently.
Right, exactly. Yeah. I mean, some not so much. That's some impressive. Are like pretty similar to just like your basic like Turtles move set or whatever. Sure. But for the most part, yeah, like everyone's got different stats. Everyone's got like different move sets, different special moves. It's really awesome.
But there's only like 3 or maybe 4 stat groups. There's like speed and attack strength and like I don't even remember what the others are. It's not that difficult to figure out. Oh, I want to play as this, and I'm gonna have this experience.
It's not
right. Yeah, you've got like speed, range, and power.
There it is.
So like, and that's pretty much it. And yeah, so it's pretty easy to pick out like what character you want, but it's also just fun to like you can literally switch between all the characters throughout your playthrough.
Wow, that's really awesome.
So like you don't have to like
fly it or no.
Well, at the start of each level, or like when you're at the
Mario
overworld
style
screen,
like 3D world. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, very much like 3D world. When you're outside the level, you can switch characters.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's really excellent. The gameplay. Let's see. Let me actually go into our format here, so I don't get lost just blabbering about the game.
Blabber away.
So this game, like I said, is Rescue Palooza, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Rescue Palooza. It was developed by Merso X Games. Again, this is like a fan-made thing, so you can't even buy it. You can, however, download it for free, and I'll put the link in the chat if you want to check this out.
It is free.
Yes.
Yeah, it is free. More accurately, they can't sell it.
Yeah, that's the real.
Yeah, that's the real deal.
Which is almost more awesome for the gaming community.
Yeah,
in fact, far more awesome, except for the devs don't get anything except praise. But
I'll be really interested the next time I run into Kevin Eastman to see how he feels about that kind of thing.
I'm wondering.
Conventions. He's the guy who created TMNT.
Oh, word. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Excellent. Oh, that's amazing. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's up here. So Turtles comes from the comic book store I used to work at in Dover, New Hampshire. Yeah.
Oh, neat.
That is where they were created, or Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And so they have Kevin and Peter have a really close tie with Jetpack Comics. And every once in a while we can get one or both of them.
That's fucking awesome, dude. Holy shit.
Very cool.
It's like childhood come true.
Yeah.
So yeah, you play this game on PC. And like that's the only place it's available because
I just realized
again it's homebrew.
He could like literally buy it. He could buy them out or he could even threaten them, I guess, but like more likely he could be like, "Hey, you guys did amazing work. I want to like buy your IP and make it an official like Ninja Turtles game." Is that possible?
I was gonna say, but the couple times I've interacted with him, I feel like and this is just a gut reaction. I feel
So-
like that'd be more likely.
That sounds awesome. If you
You guys are
respect
getting way
it,
into the weeds here.
Sorry, I just wanted to.
Let me just stop you there. Because if you were to do that, first of all, it's way more complicated than just the guy being able to do that. Whoever has like the development rights for Ninja Turtles would have to do that. Which, as you guys may know, there's a Ninja Turtles game currently in development that's going to come out later this year, I think, or maybe next year. I'm very excited about that game.
Started talking about doing a This Is Difficult versus Turtles.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
So,
I'm down.
but like some dude. I mean, and not some dude, but like the creative turtles just on a whim deciding to buy this fan made game is
most likely.
It's very unlikely because it's way more complicated than just that.
Correct.
Yeah.
So the corporation.
Like, I mean, we're just saying surface level, like
sure.
He could like petition it up to the top.
Like, he would just
yeah. He could be like, "Yo, you guys should pick this up. I'm giving my vote on it. These guys did some good work, and we'll give them rights and they say we produced it." Like, boom.
Anyway, what did I like about this game? It's the classic Ninja Turtles formula, only taken to 11, right? One of the things that I really like is it's got like all the same mechanics as pretty much every other Ninja Turtles brawler you've ever played, except for, you know how like in some of the games when you use your special move, it takes some of your health to use it. Instead,
really
you've got like a power meter. Like you can see underneath the health, you've got like a green bar, and that's your power meter. So like you can use your special moves as much as you want until it drains, and then it recovers over time.
The old way sounds like a way to make arcade machines like more efficient. If you take more health off, and you're gonna die fast, you're gonna put more quarters in. I don't know.
But that's one like just kind of quality of life thing that I thought was really cool. That they did. The sprite work is fantastic. It's damn near professional.
So much so that like if you're playing a character from Game Boy era, it feels like a Game Boy sprite.
Well, yeah, they use like they basically just ripped the sprite from the Fall of the Foot Clan.
Oh, really?
Games. Yeah. There's a Game Boy. I forget which character it is. It's a villain, I believe, that's unlockable.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Anyway, I really like that about the game. What I don't like about the game, not much, honestly. Like for a fan-made game, this is like
as good as
top of the line. Like this is better than most like the GameCube era Ninja Turtles games. This is better than those. Like so much better than those. Honestly, this is kind of better than most of the original arcadey style games that they made, because you have the options to play as so many different characters. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit in this because we had to do some weird stuff. There we go. And this way you can actually see us playing as some different characters as well, which is very cool. But yeah, so like that's really cool. I think this game knocked it out of the park. I guess the only thing that I could say is there's some stability issues. It's only locally multiplayer, things like that. But again, that's like a really small complaint to be making for a fan-made game. They don't have like a AAA studio backing them. It is just like some dudes that were like, let's make the best Ninja Turtles brawler possible, and they pulled it off, which is rad. Let's see, how's the gameplay? I kind of feel like that's a repeat of what you like about the game. The gameplay is very Ninja Turtles-esque. If you've ever played a Ninja Turtles game, you're there. How is the art? Really good. Like I said, the sprite work, fantastic.
If you go on the MersoX website, they actually show a breakdown of the original sprites from TMNT 3 Manhattan Project and TMNT the arcade game, TMNT 2. They actually just drew, it looks like they just drew over the old ones to bring them into
as far as I know, they kind of ripped most of their sprites just like directly. And basically shaded over them. So yeah, the music is fine. It's basically just class. Like that's another, that's I guess one thing that I could say would be a detractor is none of its original music. In fact, they could probably get in trouble for the music that they use, because they basically just rip it from older Turtles games. So sound design is fine. Like it's got that like 8-bit, or like that era arcade sound to it, so it feels really good for what you're doing. Like it sounds really great, and like just kind of fits the setting, right? So really like that. I guess another complaint of the game that I would have is it's just kind of short, right? Like Ab and I beat this game in one sitting, which is kind of typical for most brawlers anyway, but by the same token, like I wanted to keep playing. I'm totally like eating in this background stuff here. Anyway, so like that I guess would be another like minor complaint, is that it just doesn't, like, I want to just keep going. I want to keep playing. Because it's awesome.
They do have 4 other games, it looks like.
Yeah, well, and Adam and I kind of did like a little bit of research after this. And they've done, well, not just them, like other similar companies have done other brawlers, like from other properties, like tons. There's tons of different ones. We kind of discussed some of the ones we were interested in doing. But yeah, this company's done a few. So it seems like this is their kind of specialty. It's kind of like what they're into. Kind of like how the team that does all the hacks for the 64 games that Colin and
our boys
Josh play, like they all kind of like fall into similar categories. I think this team is similar in the sense that they pretty much just do brawlers from like this classic era.
Fantastic.
So was the game difficult? No, not particularly. It's not particularly difficult, but it's fine. Like it's like the difficulty you would expect for one of these brawlers. Would I play a sequel? Absolutely. If they made another one of these, or like an expansion of this with more, like I said before, my biggest complaint about this game is like I just wanted to keep playing more levels.
No, was it a complete story? Did they?
So yeah, there is a story. I didn't really pay attention to the story because we're just kind of like blowing through it. So I couldn't tell you whether or not I liked the story. Because I wasn't really paying attention. I don't think it's like a super unique story though.
Sure.
I think it's kind of like similar to Turtles in Time.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know.
Rennet shows up, whisk you away, do a bunch of stuff, go home.
Exactly. Yeah, like I guess if I remember, or what I do remember about it is that like the whole thing is a whole bunch of people got kidnapped and you got to go rescue them. And when you rescue them, that's how you unlock them as characters. That's why it's called Rescue Palooza, right?
Right.
So, but beyond that, I couldn't recall what the story is. So I guess if you were gonna take another point away from it, it would be that. But like honestly, I didn't pay enough attention to rightfully do that. So
and are you going to in a simple brawler like that?
Probably not. Like most, like how many times? The only reason I know the plot of Turtles in Time is because I played it like 400 freaking times.
Yeah, same with River City Ransom, or even Jay and Silent Bob Mall Brawl.
Right, and the plot is never complicated.
Right.
Like it's always like there's a bad guy that did a thing, go stop him. Like that's pretty
awesome,
much it. Which is
Are you
fine.
playing a Shredder? That's sick.
Yes, you can.
That's Chrome Dome, but you can unlock Shredder and Super Shredder. Let me actually skip ahead in the gameplay quite a bit. See, like here you see us playing as Zack and the Rat King. And if I skip ahead further, we got, let's see, we got Usagi Yojimbo and Shogun.
Oh boy.
This is awesome.
Let's see, let's skip ahead some more. We got
Save those people.
I forget what this guy's name, H-Head and Muck. I don't know. He's like some weird dragon dude. Let's see, what else have we got?
So the most playable.
Here you see us actually going through like all these characters that we've unlocked. Like you've got like the Battletoads are unlockable. You got like I don't think those were the Battletoads, were they?
No,
they're not the Battletoads. They're the
dudes from.
Yeah. You're right. It's not the
Yeah.
Battletoads.
I don't remember what they're called,
But even
they
like
function, you know.
yeah, there you go. Yeah. Even like the dude from the movie Ninja Turtles 2, what's his name? The bad guy that's
Vanilla
not
Ice?
Shredder.
Oh, okay.
No.
I cannot remember. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but he's playable. Oh, it just showed him on screen. Just had him out there. Doesn't matter. Anyway, you like literally can unlock freaking everybody in this game. These
That's
are all
amazing.
playable characters, and you can see the different, you know, stats there: power, speed, life, and range. But yeah, I like couldn't say more, you know, about this game without just like gushing for hours. But it's really good, and like really like the best part is the variety of characters that you can play with. Like just makes it super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
So
incredible.
like final score on this, you know, it's hard for me to not give this a 10.
Yes. Do it.
But with a caveat, this is not,
Okay.
you know, this is not you know, or like a actual like
AAA.
game. It's not even like couldn't even necessarily be considered like an independent game, even though it is obviously an indie game. Like it's an unofficial fan made game. And for them to be able to pull off what they did with this is absolutely incredible, and that's why it's a 10. If this was a full, you know, like if this game was the Ninja Turtles game that came out on Nintendo back in, you know, the late 80s, early 90s, I would still rate it up there. You know, this would still be probably like a 9.5.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's certainly things that you could take points off for, but because this is a fan made game, like I can't really justify knocking it at all. Like this is a 10 for a fan made game.
Yeah, it's insane. This
This
came out of their
gold
pocket.
standard for fan made games.
Yeah,
It really is.
great.
It really